You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Barricades we've set up around the town won't hold the Akashic back for long. Might buy us a few moments to say our last farewells, though.
Let me go with you. I can fight.
You can get back inside and bolt the door, is what you can do.
Fiends try to climb the walls here, too.
Get me back out there.
Founder knows where they're gonna show their ugly faces next.
The Akashic attacked us out of the blue. And there's no telling when they might be back. You best keep that sword handy, Sid.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
My brothers. Are they? Shh, don't try to talk.
Anything catch your eye? Thanks very much.
Thanks to the Akashic, all of the men are either on watch, readying for the next attack, or confined to their sickbeds. All while my bed remains as cold and as empty as those demons' hearts.
Sharp as razors, my blades are. But those Akashic bastards just shrug off every blow.
Mad dogs, the lot of them.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer. Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
I can't see much more of this.
More.
They were too fast. Or maybe I was too slow.
Stop that. You're alive. And that's all that matters.
If they ain't clawing at the gates, they're climbing up the cliffs near the lift. The lads are doing what they can to keep them out, but unlike the Akashic, they need sleep.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first. It's over.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men. But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
It looked like the Guardians were going as quick as they could, but without any injured. They might make it to the cliff. Or they might not.
The lift can only carry a few at a time. If those Akashic get as far as the cliff, Wade's men will have nowhere to run.
I can't take much more of this. They were too fast. Or maybe I was too slow.
Stop that. You're alive. And that's all that matters.
My brothers. Are they? Shh, don't try to talk.
Mad dogs. The lot of them.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job?
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck. Please, make for Eastpool. I'll join you as soon as I can.
Eastpool's seen enough tragedy. A visit from a horde of glassy-eyed ghouls just adds insult to injury.
The Akashic attacked us out of the blue. And there's no telling when they might be back. You best keep that sword handy, Sid.
Fiends try to climb the walls here, too. Founder knows where they're gonna show their ugly faces next.
They're headed for the rest.
I have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we? Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
We shall be staying here for the time being, and not just for the ale. I'll have one of my men escort Oscar to Benamir once he's said his farewells.
I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You, or my uncle.
Battle's over. I'll have any man who ain't in need of treatment himself come and help you with the wounded.
If you could, You're new here, aren't you? Once things have calmed down a bit, I'll see about finding you a bunk.
Thank you, kindly. They were too fast. Or maybe I was too slow.
Stop that. You're alive.
And that's all that matters.
The fates seem bent on driving me from my inn. But if they want me out, they're gonna have to try harder.
Thank you. Founder knows where we'd be if you hadn't arrived when you did. Same goes for the Guardians of the Flame. Pass on our thanks, won't you?
We of the Guardians of the Flame have pledged our swords, our very lives, to the defense of this fair town.
Ain't that something?
Thank the Founder!
I thought we'd lost him.
So Sid rides to the rescue once more. We're in your debt. Well, deeper in your debt, I should say.
And some of your numbers served as shields, did they? Well, they did Rosaria proud today.
No more than you and your blood axes. We should do it again sometime.
You're a devil with a blade and no mistake. Glad you're on our side.
Whenever these sellswords are in their cups, they start swapping stories of the shields of Rosaria. Even had a few giving me the old Rosarian salute. I expect that's what they have in their heads when they charge into the fray without a thought for their own safety. Nor one for what became of their heroes.
No time to rest. Those ether-breathing bastards won't be leaving us alone for long. Our boys will be needing blades.
Mad dogs, the lot of them. We'll never be truly safe here. Not while there's ether floods about. But at least we're out of the woods. For now.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Let's go.
Yeah!
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Help me, boy.
I needed that.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts?
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood.
Then we're next.
If there are ghosts in the Royal Meadows, then why isn't the garrison dealing with them?
The garrison's being sorely tested.
Then they'll be needing more tonics.
Is it true the old capital's lost? Is it true the old capital's lost? Is it true the old capital's lost?
Times are hard. Your custom is most welcome, milady.
And you shall have it again tomorrow.
Where is everyone?
Safe behind bolted doors if they're clever. Likely dead.
Do you see anything you like? I'll be here if you need me.
Do you see that? It's an absolute disgrace.
I will give you 20 talents for that bird of yours. No, 30.
I told you to fuck off. She's not for sale.
4 left for more on the captain's orders. Only 2 came back.
God help us.
My brandy's been fucking useless since the skies went dark. I tried the lash, but the piece of shit can hardly spark a gleam, let alone fire my furnace.
What do we do to deserve this?
It's all right. Give me your arm.
That thing, it took off the captain's head. Before we could even draw his steel.
I'm not going back out there. You hear me? Fuck this!
You saw those soldiers. You saw their wounds. Whatever's out there.
It's coming for us.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Run like the wind.
Time to fight. That'll do, girl. Good girl.
Yeah!
You deserve a rest.
Stay down!
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of
You heard what happened in the capital. In Moore. What happens if the Aether comes here too?
We run, that's what.
Many of those fleeing the Aether floods end up here. Noblemen, labourers, waifs. The Dame has welcomed them all. I sometimes wonder if we shouldn't all try to be more like her.
The sunless skies portend the end. Our dragons all are flown. The world's aflame and chaos reigns. So I must say.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
What could do that to a man?
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there.
We could leave. But where would we go?
I can't do it. I can't fight those things. But you can. You must. For me.
My lord. Milady.
We received the Dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
We've seen little and less of the soldiers of late. Anyone would think they were hiding.
More arrived from the capital this morning.
I know. They could hardly stand.
You saw those soldiers. You saw them.
That thing, it took off the captain's head.
It's all right.
Give me your arm. Fuck this.
Don't leave me, Paul.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
I can't entirely blame the men of the garrison for losing heart. And they have provided a place for the injured.
I assume you have a plan?
We need to find out what we're facing. The captain lost his head because he never stopped to use it. If we reman the towers and fortify the walls, we might just stand a chance.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
I thought everything would be all right once we left the capital. But nowhere's safe.
It's all right.
But my family, they're still in the capital.
Sorry, darling. I truly am.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
With no one to defend the place. Moor's days.
I assume you have a plan?
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Run like the wind.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me. your strength.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the one standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Philippe will make a good captain. He reminds me a little of you, Clive. But without all the mocks and mows.
So many were injured. Only by the grace of the goddess did so few succumb to their wounds.
I'd say it was more the grace of the Dame. But help's help, eh?
Nothing like a little unrest to fill the coffers, eh?
Let the Dame hear you say that.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago, and now you'd have us believe they're just gone?
I would. And I'd thank you to trust us.
Unless you fancy picking up a sword yourself.
I got peppers to numb your tongue and put fire in your belly. Would you, care for a taste? Hey?
My apologies for the lack of stock. The Vale purchased most of it earlier to brew tonics for the injured they'd taken in.
Why, your stall is as ripe as a midden heap.
It's my damn bearer. He's gone and lost the touch.
And what can I do for you? Thank you. That's the best I can do. Thank you. I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital. Thank you. I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital. That's the best I can do. You've a keen eye.
Let have us believe these ghosts have been exorcised.
Soldiers too craven to fight. Stark naught, the lot of them. Weren't till a woman dealt them a swift knee to the stones that they came to their senses.
The Dame certainly has a way with the men of the garrison. If only all our problems could be solved so easily.
I heard it was the Dreadworm himself that brought the fire down on the Dominion.
Then the rumors are true. Prince Dion's usurped the Holy Throne.
I heard the Dame got an icon to rid the meadows of those ghasts.
Oh, come now. She surely cannot count a dominant amongst her clients. Could she?
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dealt with.
Yeah, but what if they come back? Is there anything we can do to help?
Can't you forge anything harder? Those beasts have skin like iron.
I might have been able to before the crystal cracked, but since then, the furnace has been about as much use as my branded.
Once upon a time, there was a man who went to market to buy a bushelful of Gizal greens. When on his way home, a chocobo with a belly as fat as the moon appeared from behind a tree and devoured both bushel and man in one fell gulp. The end.
That's not a very good story. No chocobo can grow that big. Can it?
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their purpose. I just hope they don't do anything stupid. We've lost enough people to those things.
We're still alive, aren't we?
Yeah, but only because of the Dame. Will that be enough next time?
Those things I said before about not being able to fight. You didn't mean them. I know. That's not the man you are.
So many were injured. Only by the grace.
We can speak inside, if you wish. A welcome turn of events, but... And while Philippe is... There are so many questions. Thousands remained in the capital. We will not be discouraged. May the goddess grant you her grace.
We had a herald from the Dominion. Said Twinside's fallen and the Emperor's dead. And the Empress. And the Prince. No one left to rule. Empire's done for.
To the meadows, then.
That's what the captain said.
You heard the herald. The Emperor's dead and the Empire along with him. If we're going to survive, we'll have to do it on our own.
As long as you remain, the Veil will see to your needs.
Oh, thank Grieger. I left everything in the capital. What am I to do? Where am I to go?
You don't have to go anywhere. The Dame will see you taken care of.
to the stables go.
Seems the hideaway has lost its...
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tyres?
Welcome back, my lord. I only just arrived myself. No one seemed to know where I should go, so I thought I'd guard your chambers until instructed otherwise.
Still alive, are ya?
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive, here you go. Think you can help?
What did...
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Tyre's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now. What will it be today?
What is it that you wish to learn?
Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
You know how I feel about this. But your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
We've sent Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northreach. Hopefully they can help maintain the peace. Or at least a semblance of it.
Cole told us everything that happened. It's a bit of a worry that both the Republican and Imperial armies are in disarray. But it was good to hear that the people stood their ground.
Do you like being struck by thunderbolts from on high? Then don't let anything happen to Mid. Yeah?
I'm getting too old for this.
I can hardly lift my arms. The curse, it's...
You just need some rest. I'll stay here with you.
Is there anything we can do? It doesn't feel right sitting around waiting for the world to right itself.
IB Goat has some work. That, or you could join the Curse Breakers.
The girls here can have Otto and Gav.
We've received word that the displacement stacks have arrived safely.
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries they left.
There's barely been a shipment in since the skies started boiling. A few more days around.
Mother, save us.
Might be hard now there's only one.
It seems the hideaway has lost its
Blasted book!
Can you blame them?
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold. I thought I had it all worked out, but I'm buggered if I know where to find skyworm livers and drakes.
There's a storm coming soon.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valicia, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, Skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sambraquois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of Skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete. Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I have a few new notes that might interest you. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.